and you thought She-Hulk twerking and some of the other jokes in the MCU that make fun of characters that are dead or alive were going too far? Well, as it turns out, no. They actually went way more into it, to the point that Marvel Studios had to censor them because they went overboard. Ever since She-Hulk released the first trailer, there was already a lot of people that were upset. And then, naturally, by the time we got to the now infamous third episode with the twerking, people lost their mind. But yeah, it turns out people could have been losing their mind a lot more. In an interview with IO9, Jessica Gao spoke with them about the development of the series and how they came to be able to get away with as much as they did, but also what did they have to cut out. And she reveals that there was so much that Marvel Studios would not let them do. And this included jokes that were going overboard, with jokes and references that made fun of situations. Also talking about how there was things that called out specific plot elements and specific storylines, made fun of things that just seemed stupid in the universe. Talking about how much there was more swearing and language that was more adult, that ultimately they were really looking at it and going, we can't put a bunch of this in. This is suggestive content and it's going way overboard. This content right here is just way too vulgar, so take that out. This content is literally making people a little bit uncomfortable, and yeah, it just doesn't work, so take it all out. And it's interesting because there's already quite a few moments in She-Hulk that are, pushing that. You got her screaming Captain America, and talking about the suggestive nature and the virginity of the character. And then you got the twerking scene and everything, which, again, many people came at that scene because they were uncomfortable with their children seeing it, all that, please think of the children, that type of thing from The Simpsons, right? So I really want to know what they were forced to cut out, because, I mean, they already seem to be pushing quite a few things with She-Hulk, right? Like, there's definitely a level of, wow, you're allowing this, which kind of makes sense on why you're going to be comfortable with Deadpool, especially since that's going to be R-rated. Like, they're not going to compromise these characters or hold them back, and the only reason they held She-Hulk back was because, well, it's got to be TV-14. So it's definitely interesting to find things out like this, and specifically that they say that there was quite a few accidental shots and takes that they wish they could have kept because the stars screwed up or said something that shouldn't be in there that worked. But again, the nature of censoring and the nature of how upset people would be, they had to cut it out. Which makes me think that there was probably a couple F-bombs or something, but, ultimately they're not making it in because of, well, can you imagine the outrage? People are already angry with She-Hulk. So just imagine if little Timmy watched She-Hulk drop the F-bomb a couple times. Yeah, probably wouldn't be received very well.